is an integration into WebLogic. It is designed to eliminate downtime due to updates. Because previously I have elaborated that patching is uh, simplest task in WebLogic. Just stop the WebLogic at O patch with O patch. But here you have to stop. But just take the example of, for instance, you have a scenario in a production downtime where your production web application is running 24 by 7 and you cannot stop it. Means you don't have downtime. So what you will do? So you will use zero downtime patching. It is similar to the O patch because it uses the O patch behind the scenes, but it uses it in a roll back or roll forward fashion. Because if you have more than one instances of WebLogic, means if you have a cluster, then it is fruitful. But if you have only a single WebLogic server, so it is nothing, no use of it, because it will ultimately stop your WebLogic and then patch it. So there is no concept of online patching, means you cannot patch WebLogic while running it. You have to shut it down. So a zero downtime patching is just a automation of O patch. It automates roll out the updates to the clusters or domains. So please uh, reread this again. Automates the rollout of updates to the cluster. It is useful for the cluster. Shields user when updates are in progress. So shields user means it can avoid downtime for the users when update in progress. And actually it is a function of cluster automatically take care of it, that when it when one WebLogic instance is going down for update, so it will redirect all the users to another instance. So you should have a firewall, OTD, or a proxy in place. So here we are talking about the production, because in a production we don't use just WebLogic instance at all. We use all the fancy components like at least two WebLogic instances, a cluster, two machines, physical machines, a firewall, a proxy, or a load balancer. So actually these fancy things are required to do your zero downtime patching. Otherwise, you can do it, but it will not have an effect. Okay. Workflows, what it does, workflows defines what patch operations can be performed. It check what kind of patches are required. Combination of tasks can be done at once. It determines the things how to do patch. It is just assistant. It assists you and inform you that that this patching can be done in this way. Like if you would like to patch from version 1.0 to 1.1, it is just a number, so don't confuse any thing with related to WebLogic 12c. This is not related to WebLogic 12c. It is just logical number. You have an application of code 1.0 and if you want to 1.1, just a state. You have a state, today's state, and you would like to upgrade your state. And or Java, from Java 1.8 to Java 1.8, you update 5.1. You would like to switch your home. What it does, your switches your home, it updates from one home to another, and ultimately it restarts the WebLogic instance. So what it does, whatever the upgrade you have to do, or update or patching what you have to do, you did do it, and then restart your web application instance or WebLogic instance to take the effect of new updated version. and it does in the rolling restart of manner. Rolling restart means do on first instance, then start it, then stop the second instance, then third instance, one by one, and then do it until all done. Okay, so here you can automate it via scripting. If you want to do it by scripting, as I informed you, WLST is a scripting tool of WebLogic. So if you want to do it by scripting, like you have multiple of WebLogic servers in your organization, multiple test instances, and you would like to do it at once in the night by scripting, means like 00 at the night. So we make a script, but of course it is not for the administrators, because we as administrators, we are not required to use the Java language. If a Java developer gives you a script to automate this, so you can run it just with the WLST tool. So almost done. There is a small quiz. Please unmute your mic. Hello.
Yes, Hussein.
Yes. I hope you people didn't sleep in my lecture.
No. We are following.
Okay. So this was the quick installation, and I hope the installation of WebLogic is not as hard as other Oracle products. Like I gave you example multiple times, a database is much harder than installing a WebLogic. So the name of WebLogic home directory, what WebLogic home directory can be? Any guess?
I seem to suggest that it's not part of the answers given. I don't know.
It's just a formality. So just to wake you up, people. In the end, that just read something. So. Any guess?
I think it is false.
Any other one?
Hussein, it's false.
Yes, you people are right. It's false. If you have any question, so you are more than welcome.
Okay, Hussein, thank you so much. It has been our day one has been fruitful. We kind of now we have some insight into the WebLogic, and we hope by the time we finalize or by the time we move on with the other classes, we'll be much better.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you guys. I'm stopping the sharing and exiting, and we call it a day. Thanks you once again.